Weird American laws.
Imagine this absolute madness. You're a regular guy in Texas, flat broke, truck payment overdue, and you see an ad online. Need cash fast? Sell a kidney today. Up to $50,000 cash in your pocket. Your eyes light up. Finally, I've got 2 kidneys. Why not sell one? You drive to the address, walk in confident, sit down and say, "Let's do this. Take my left kidney." The doctor looks at you like you just confessed to robbing a bank. He slowly shakes his head and says, "Son, that's a felony in Texas. You'll go to prison." You blink. "But I can sell my blood every week and get paid?" Doctor nods. "Yep, blood's perfectly legal. Kidney, straight to jail, do not pass go." You stare at him in disbelief. "So my blood is money, but my liver is a crime scene?" Welcome to Texas, where the stakes are huge, the hats are bigger, and your body parts have different legal rights depending on whether they're liquid or solid. This is Law Toons USA, the channel where America's dumbest, weirdest, and most ridiculous laws come to life in colorful cartoons, packed with real facts, heavy satire, and non-stop laughs. Today, we're diving headfirst into one of the most absurd double standards in the entire country. No selling organs, but blood okay in Texas. Stick around because this story is equal parts hilarious, confusing, infuriating, and 100% real. And by the end, you'll never look at a blood donation center the same way again. Let's start at the beginning. Back in the 1980s and early 90s,
Subscribe and drop a like.
the United States had a growing black market for human organs. People were desperate for money and flying to shady countries to sell kidneys. Lawmakers wanted to stop the exploitation, so they passed laws making it illegal to buy or sell human organs for money. Texas jumped on board and wrote their version, but they made it extremely broad. The law basically says it is a felony to sell any human organ or tissue for valuable consideration. Sounds reasonable at first, until you realize what it actually means. In Texas today, if you try to sell your own kidney, liver, lung, pancreas, or even a piece of bone, you can be charged with a felony. That means thousands of dollars in fines and years in prison. But here's the insane part. Selling your blood and plasma is completely legal and even encouraged. You can go to a plasma center twice a week, get hooked up to a machine, watch Netflix while they take your plasma, walk out with $50 to $100 cash in your hand, and do it again in a few days. Texas literally says your blood is a renewable resource you can sell like lemonade, but your kidney? That belongs to the state now. The law creates one of the most ridiculous double standards in America. Your body can legally produce and sell blood plasma like a factory, but the moment you try to sell a solid organ that you were born with, you become a criminal. People joke that in Texas, your blood is currency, but your organs are government property. Let's bring this to life with some real stories and cartoon-worthy moments. A guy in Houston, down on his luck, sees the plasma signs everywhere. Donate plasma, get paid today. He donates twice a week for months and makes decent money. Then one day he thinks, why stop at blood? I have an extra kidney, I could solve all my problems. He starts researching. The moment he mentions selling a kidney, alarms go off. He gets warned that it's a serious felony. He ends up back at the plasma center, joking, "Guess I'll just keep selling my blood forever." Another story, a young woman in Dallas needs money for college. She donates plasma regularly, no problem. Then she sees an underground ad offering big money for a kidney. She almost goes for it until her friend tells her she could go to prison for years. She stays with plasma and now calls herself Plasma Queen of Texas. Now, let's go full satire for the cartoon scenes. Picture a shiny Texas organ and plasma supercenter. Outside, there are 2 doors. Left door, huge sign, plasma donation, get paid today. People happily walking in with smiles. Right door, tiny sign, organ sale, felony inside with police tape and a guy in handcuffs being dragged away. A confused cowboy walks up, points left, blood? Clerk smiles, welcome. Points right, kidney? Clerk slams the door.
Subscribe and drop a like.
Prison for you, partner. Courtroom scene. Defendant sitting nervously. Judge in a big cowboy hat. You tried to sell your own kidney? Defendant, yes, sir, I needed money for my truck. Prosecutor holds up a kidney in a jar like it's evidence from a murder. Exhibit A, contraband organ. Defense lawyer, Your Honor, he still has the other one. Judge bangs the gavel so hard his hat flies off. Guilty, 10 years, and you must keep both kidneys for life. What if cartoon scenarios that will look amazing animated? A broke cowboy walks into the plasma center, donates blood, walks out counting cash with a big grin. Then he tries the organ door next to it. SWAT team immediately kicks it down. Drop the kidney. Guy on a first date. Baby, I love you so much I'd sell a kidney for you. Girl, aw, that's sweet. Cop appears out of nowhere. Sir, that's a felony. Hands behind your back. Modern influencer filming, I sold my kidney for content. Live stream starts. Views explode. Suddenly, police raid the room. This is the Texas Organ Task Force. Influencer screams to the camera, guys, this is not clickbait anymore. Grandma at the doctor. Doctor, can I sell my liver? I don't even drink. Doctor, no ma'am, that's illegal. Grandma, but I can sell my blood? Doctor, yes ma'am, twice a week, God bless Texas. Even though the original intention was to stop illegal organ trafficking and protect desperate people, the law created one of the weirdest contradictions in the country. Texas encourages you to sell your blood like it's a crop you can harvest, but the rest of your body is off limits. You can legally turn yourself into a walking plasma factory, but God forbid you try to sell something you only have one or two of. Bonus absurd Texas laws that are real or were on the books. It is illegal to sell your own eye. You cannot shoot a buffalo from the second story of a hotel. In some towns, it's illegal to throw a banana peel on the sidewalk. And yes, you still cannot sell your own organs, but you can donate them for free. Texas, where everything is bigger, including the legal contradictions. So, here's the final verdict. Can you sell your organs in Texas? Absolutely not. It's a serious felony. Can you sell your blood and plasma? Yes, every week if you want, and many people do. The law is still active, still enforced when someone tries to cross the line, and still one of the head-scratching rules in America. If this story made you laugh out loud, shake your head in disbelief, or immediately check whether your kidneys are still legally yours, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to Law Toons USA and turn on notifications so you never miss a new animated weird law story. Drop a comment below. What's the most ridiculous law you've heard from your state or country? I read every single one. Next time, we're tackling another law that makes even less sense than this one. Until then, stay curious, stay legal, and whatever you do in Texas, keep your organs to yourself and your blood donation card ready. See you in the next one.